Alright, we're here with DOIF. Let's talk about y'all's life in the past few months, starting with GOTRO. Alright, so tell me about DOIF. How did you get in?
DOIF has been here for a while, about a year. Shit, I have recently came in, it's been about 2 months. He didn't really like me at first, because that freestyle, I sucked, honestly, I sucked at freestyle, I didn't got shit. But then I wrote some shit down, I showed him what I had on the beat. And
oh, yeah, he was definitely one of the people. He was hot, yeah. It was good to go.
shit, never since then, it's good.
Right. A lot of rappers say how they started from the bottom, how they exaggerate. How did y'all start from the bottom? Tell me about that.
Shit. Everyone in here, everyone in DOIF has something, horribly that has happened, in their lives, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone in here has been homeless, one time. I have, KCC has, for real, man. I lived under a bridge for like 2 days in Kenya, K-Town. And, I don't know, shit. What was the question again?
Y'all started from holes in the walls, man.
I don't know how y'all...
Alright, yeah. But the over-exaggerated shit, well, we actually started from the bottom, I'm not Drake, that got on Degrassi and fucking then made a song talking about how he started from the bottom. No, you got from Degrassi, but I ain't gonna stay on him too long. We just started from the bottom, man. I mean, there ain't no doubt about shit.
Thanks. Alright, so tell me about the scale of GOTRO. You died 5 times recently, and y'all name happens to be DOIF. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's really big coincidence. No devil shit. I just was at a bar. I was just at a bar and somebody handed me a lace cigarette. Shit, I'm 40, so I was like, hell yeah. I didn't know it was lace, but I don't know. It was laced with PCP and some horse tranquilizer shit. The doctor told me I don't know. And on the way to the hospital, here I was having seizures and shit. I don't remember that, but Jacob is in the fucking truck. Thank God. Along with, there's 2 females, they know who they are. And, I don't know, he fucking pretty much saved my life. And when I was in the ambulance, they called me. And when I was dead and shit, they brought me back a few times. And it's not out of it, I guess.
Is there anything the world should prepare for? Who is your inspiration? Who made you want to be a rapper?
Shit. Actually, it's a new rapper, he's famous to me, and he might not be to the actual world, Funk Volume, fucking Jared Benton, and that's who I look up to, man, everybody got a fucking competition when it comes to him, Lil Wayne, everybody, I'm talking about, he's got to fucking rise up and be somebody and, just kill shit, I don't know. That's who I look up to. Hopefully I can be as good as him one day.
Thanks, Doyf. Now we're going to move on. Let's talk to Dookie. Why do they call you Dookie? How did that start?
Well, I was at work one day and one of the homeboys looked at me and said, "Yeah, shit." I said, "Alright." So my little homeboy said, "Well, your name's Dookie." I said, "Oh, that's cool." So when I started rapping, Big Easy got me to rap. I met JL and he said, he said, "What's your name?" I said, "My name's Dookie." I figured whatever Shanique gets out there, no one really calls himself that, so I figured that's, I'll be my Dookie, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, how would you explain your style of freestyling and rapping?
Well, yeah, I got, my style's just off the wall, crazy, it's just like other people don't think other people do it like I do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got my little freestyle style, I call it Lolo flow. It's like I'll flow constantly without breathing, without just go, constantly, I'm the one that will say stuff like that will fucking make you think it's like, what the fuck is you talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of my style, I don't want to make sense. This ain't better than that, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, has there been a time when you felt like quitting, and why didn't you?
Yeah, when we made a Lion in the Jungle, I heard my verse, man, and my verse fucking, it sucked severely. And I quit for a while, man, like, I went back to Jimmy's and I just chilled out for like 2-3 months, man, and I was telling Big Easy, I said, man, I want to quit. And he's like, nah, man, you can't, dude. You'll get better if you time and shit. like over the course of 4 months, man, I got way better than what I was, you know. So I thank Big East for, you know, keeping me in the game and shit, you know.
Alright. So how did you learn how to freestyle?
I was cooking scrambled eggs and I learned how to freestyle. Actually, I was listening to some instrumentals on my phone. It's funny, and I was cooking the eggs and I was talking about how I was cooking them with the beat and shit. So I started freestyle when I started throwing stuff in, you know, about different kinds of food and shit. You know, I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. So I sent a little recording to Evans and Big Easy, and he's like, oh yeah, dude, that's awesome. But you got to start doing that now. That's how I pretty much got started, and I learned how to do it.
Okay. How would you explain your clothing style?
My clothing style. Alright. I'm the kind of dude that like will rock the wildest shit you'd ever see. I swear to God, like Angry Birds shit. That's Dookie style right there. OP shoes, long socks. I don't know what these are. Muscle shirt, Captain America. I mean, I just wear shit that no one else wears. You know, it's just how I do it. That's how I like to wear my. That's how I like to do it. You know, that's Dookie style. You know what I'm saying? Dookie swag. That's what I call it. The Dookie swag. It's just unordinary. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. So how are you different from everybody else in the crew?
I don't just being that whole person, you know. Yeah, me being a Dookie, you know what I'm saying? My name, the way I rap, the way I dress, the way I talk, the way I do things, you know, just me in general, you know.
Alright, who is Dookie?
Oh, Dookie's a 20-year-old dropout from school, living a homeless shelter for 6 months. 2 years off drugs. I'm a year and a half clean off drugs. You know, never really had, you know, nothing special in my life. You know, mom died when I was 13, separated from my brother and my sister, you know what I'm saying? And now, I never really had family. My family, who I have now, all my friends around me, you know what I'm saying? They embraced me when nobody else did, you know, so that really means a lot to me. That, you know, sums up who I am, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how people perceive me, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to know about me, ask my friends and tell you about me, you know, because they know me better than anybody else does. That's great.
So people say you try to be like Riff Raff. How do you feel about that?
I just go on that shit. All right, that's cool. I'm not like Riff Raff. When I first started rapping, I liked listening to his shit. His shit was inspirational to me. So like, I can imitate the motherfucker, but his shit does not make any sense. But it sounds cool. That's what I like about him. I'm not like him. I will do something similar to his style. I will kind of do stuff similar to him, but I have my own style, my own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, I'm not like him at all. I'm not. I'm better. Personally, I think I'm better than Riff Raff. No pun intended. But you know, I don't like to toot my own horn, but toot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll never be like him. He'll never be like me. That's all there is to it.
All right. How have you evolved as a rapper for your first song to now?
How I evolved? Well, my first song, whenever I'd rap, I did it for a couple songs actually. I would just say what I wrote down until I started, you know, getting into the beat. I actually listened to when the beat hit and started using them punchlines and them words that hit the beat, you know, when I flowed and all that.
Yeah, you got to find your groove.
Exactly. I found my groove, man, and it took a long time for me to find it. When I finally found it, it started popping off, you know, started making shit got dead. You know what I'm saying? I think I did a whole 360 from what I was. You know, I started and now I'm just I'm me now, you know, I'm open guy, you know.
All right, thanks, Dookie. Now, let's move on to JTC. How did you become a part of DOIS?
Man, first day, I walked through that door, and JL told me that he was thinking about rapping, thinking about making a song. You know, he's been thinking about it. He had a $10 mic, and we came in and we got on it, you know. And we liked it. We loved it, yeah. You know, so we started it from there, man. Got on his feet.
All right, so you and JL go way back. Who's writing that?
Middle school-ish, you know. They put me in anger management classes, and it was in Oberlin, man, and shit was crazy, you know. Then I met my boy JL, went to his house, you know, we did pretty bad shit. His grandma thinks he was trying to catch her house on fire. That's cool, so, I mean, I'm going way back. That's cool.
All right. So what does Dead on Your Feet mean to you?
Dead on Your Feet, man, we're very, very close to each other, you know. I mean, it's my homeboy of years. I went to school with Chan. Dookie, I went to college with him. You know, we're pretty much blood to each other, you know. I mean, I saved his life just like I saved his life, or his life. Yeah, I did save his life. You know, I mean, that's not even the point, you know. It's the point that we We're brothers, man. There's nothing that can separate us, I promise.
Alright. So who is your inspiration? What made you want to pick up the mic?
MGK. Off the top of everything, he is an inspiration, man. I mean, he came a long way, and his raps are just, they're everything, man. Well, Eminem's my dog, but MGK's inspiration. Eminem's a little crazy, you know. But, I mean, watch it on YouTube. Watch MGK, dude. The inspirational.
If you don't know, you need to know.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, man.
Okay. So what's your favorite type of beat?
Well, honestly, I like to rock slow beats. I mean, it's easier to come up with something to say, you know, it's easier to say what I mean out of the bottom of me, but I also like speed songs, you know what I mean? I like to get in there and say it fast because it's at rhythm, it's fast paced, it's exotic, it makes you want to get up, do something, you know, instead of sitting on the couch and do whatever.
Alright. Thanks, JPC. Now we're going to move on to JL.
Yes, sir.
So, you are the CEO of DOIF.
Yeah, I guess you could say CEO. I say CEO because of the fact that, you know, I kind of got in there and told everybody, yo, we're going to rap, we're going to do this, let's make music, you know, I feel something in the vibe. And, you know, we all are CEO, you know, we all do our part, we all do our thing. DOIF is a family, it ain't a person, it's not just a man, you know.
Alright, so how did DOIF begin?
DOIF began on an MP3 player, jumped to a BlackBerry, then to a $10 microphone, then to a $100 microphone, and we rocking it. So, yeah, one day I pulled up, you know, I heard about MGK and Machine Gun Kelly, and I looked him up, and I was like, damn, you know, that's pretty rad, you know, how he can entertain. He talks to his fans. He's not all about the money and the Bugattis, you know. He's actually about inspiration. Music is a moment. Music is a vibe. Yeah, you can make anything with music, not just, it's more than what it seems. Yeah, so I grabbed a $10 microphone, a rap store actually, a video game, and practiced a little bit on there and was like, we're going to do this. And started picking up YouTube instrumentals, recording over a BlackBerry, and then just learned the works from there. Started from the bottom, if you really want to. That's the fresh bottom. That's how you really start from nothing and build your way up, you know. I mean, now we're on YouTube, you know, now our name's out there. DOIF is becoming something. It's not just some kid throwing on a microphone saying something, you know.
Alright, so who is your inspiration? What made you want to rap?
My inspiration, I gotta go with JPC, man. My inspiration has to be MGK because MGK, he connects, you know. Everything he can talk about, anything, and it's a vibe, you know what I mean? It means something. I mean, I've seen his music where he talks to the fans more than he thinks about his money. You know, and that's what I like. I like to connect. If it wasn't for the fans, you wouldn't be where you are.
Alright, so what is your favorite song that y'all made so far?
And my favorite song is Never Divided, because it's on Outbreak Mixtape Volume 4. It just talks about, you know, us. You know, it don't have the whole group in it, but it has, if you watch the music video, it just sums it up. We're a family, you know, we stick together like glue. We all came from nothing. We chose each other to be a family because, you know, that's what it is. We are who we are, and then nothing can come in between us. Fucking sorry, you know.
Alright, so why don't you sell CDs?
I'll sell CDs because I don't think it's about the money when you first start. If you're not talented and if you're not getting viewed by labels, then why the hell are you trying to make money? You should try and get your name out because your name is more important than money. I mean, you're nothing without the fans, like I said earlier. If it wasn't for the fans hearing you, you wouldn't be on stage. You wouldn't have nice things. And you should give them the benefit of the doubt of giving you CDs, at least at first.
Alright.
Nothing moves without money.
Mm-hmm. So what's your style? Because we hear all these gangster beats, dancey beats, smoking beats, and even rock type beats. What's your style? What's your beat?
My favorite vibe, I say vibe as in every beat has a moment. Everything from a knock on the table to a, you know, a drum on the street to a hum in someone's voice. You know, it all has a vibe. So I say when you say what's your favorite beat, I say give me a beat. You know, because I love any beat. Because I love making a moment out of anything. You know, a vibe. I can tell a story through anything, and that's what it's all about.
Alright, so you said that DOIF is thicker than blood. What's that about?
say DOYF is thicker than blood because I have family, blood, you know, and that is my family, But DOYF is my family. We came from holes in the wall. We helped each other out. All of them would give me the shirt off their back and save our lives just like we would. We're blood. We blood no matter what. You don't have to be real blood. We're thicker. The DOYF name is thicker than blood, period.
Okay, so OT, explain, what's that about?
OT is Oberlin. It's a small town in Louisiana, and a lot of people don't know about it, but I'm trying to get it on the map. I'm trying to get everybody to know about OT. Oberlin town, a lot of people like OT, people that know what OT is, it's like Oberlin Tigers, it's a football team or whatever, but to me, OT is Oberlin town because the Oberlin town is where I grew up, streets, I was the Oberlin town general, OTG. So OT is Oberlin town, the streets I grew up, where I walked.
Okay. Can you tell me a little life story about JL?
JL came from a abusive home, left that home and went and moved in with his grandma, and I had a little brother he took care of. Mom had to work bar shifts and then late nights, graveyard shifts. I had to take care of my brother and me. My grandma took care of us a lot of hard, came from really nothing, striving every day just to pay the bills. My mom used to sell food stamps, do what she had to do to pay bills, So, I mean, we didn't just come from a silver spoon in our mouth, Maybe I came from a bent, broke spoon, holes in the wall. So, I mean, that's pretty much JL. I wanted to become something. I know God gave me a gift, and I love music. It could be rock, rap, country. I love it all at the moment. So, I mean, JL is just, I don't know, vibe and master. Let's roll with that.
Right, when was DOYF born?
DOYF born was about a year ago. It was about created, I'd say a year ago. We came from 12 months, I'll tell you that. We came from nothing to something.
Alright, and what does Outbreak Mixtape mean?
Outbreak Mixtape, that is, a lot of people ask about that, like, we got Outbreak Mixtape, but if you got Outbreak Mixtape, you better check the numbers. Because Outbreak Mixtape is, I'm never going to change the name until I can start making money and making albums. Because Outbreak Mixtape is the mixtape. We're Outbreak. So if you got volume 1, 2, 3, or 4, or soon more to come, you need to check the numbers. Outbreak Mixtape is our mixtape. We're Outbreak.
Alright, well, we're done with DOYF, and I hope y'all like the interview, and hope we get to do it again soon.
Head on your feet, baby. Look us up.
Shout out.
Shout out. Facebook.
Shout out to that girl.
Holla.